Hi guys, it's almost time to start feeding the beasts. I'm trying to wait a little bit so it gets a little bit cooler because it's still too hot at the moment. We've got the extra difficulty of having these two dogs with us at the moment. They steal the cat food, so we've had to revise where we put the food. We can't put anything on the floor because Roxy's a nightmare too. Roxy will steal all of the cat food, quite happily eat it all. Oscar's not so bad, but these two little ones, especially the devil dog Lucky, this one here who's a real monster, they'll just eat it all. So the upshot is it causes some panic and confusion among the cats because, being creatures of habit, the cats only eat in certain designated places. So for example, Amber, she'll only eat off the floor. She will only eat from a big tray, off the floor, with other cats, other animals. Well, not so much dogs because she hates the dogs. These two little dogs are with us because our friend, who's in her late 80s, maybe even early 90s, she went on holiday, so we were going to have them for a week anyway, but while she was on holiday she broke her arm and some ribs. I think she was a stunt lady in an earlier life because she's always damaging herself like that, and I guess when you get to that kind of age and you fall over it, it's going to cause you a real problem. So she can't have the dogs at the moment, so we're looking after them for her. The cats are all waiting. Some of them are just happy to eat biscuits, but really they all prefer meat. Bruiser's out there. I think he's feeling a little bit better at the moment, Bruiser. Not wildly so. He's lost an awful lot of weight. This little guy gets sealed in there, I think I said last night, because they all like his food. He gets special kitten food, so all of the cats will go for it. Chico, you're a big lump. Chico, you're a real big lump, boy. Moo, Minnie's had a sore mouth again. I've been trying to apply the cream and she keeps perforating me because her mouth's very sore, so when I apply the cream to her gums, it's not cream, it's gel, it hurts her, so she hurts me in return. So I can just feel a bit of a breeze kicking up. Yes, which it always does around this time in the evening. Max will only eat there. Delilah will only eat there. There's Jojo. Jojo! You okay, Jojo? Jojo! Jojo doesn't like a camera being stuck in his face. You see, he's been hurting himself. He's been scratching himself again. Also, the dogs are one of the reasons why you haven't been seeing Marlowe very much recently. It's not because of his condition or anything like that. He's doing not too bad, apart from, again, scratching himself. But the dogs, the little dogs, they run around. They make a little bit of noise because they've got jingly things on their collars. And Marlowe is completely terrified of dogs. He really is. Something bad's happened to him in the past with a dog, for sure. Because, yeah, a lot of cats don't like dogs, but he is completely terrified. His hackles just go up as soon as he hears a dog. So he can get through the gate and the fence and come this side. So if I let him out, he'll do that, and he'll encounter the dogs, and there'll be a big problem for either the dogs or for him. Because Lucky isn't really too keen on cats either. You see, Chico's going to the place there where we used to have biscuits, out of habit. But we can't put the biscuits there because the dogs can climb on the sofa and eat the biscuits, and that's what they've been doing. There's George. He's a bit of a mess, is George. I don't know who's been beating him up, but he's been getting beat up for sure. Gypsy. Nuri. So right guys, that's what's happening. They're all waiting patiently, or impatiently. And it's a real drag doing this, but it's got to be done at least twice a day. It isn't any fun. It's always too hot. There's always contention between the animals, or fighting over the food and stuff. It's just a bit of a mare. But c'est la vie. Right guys, I'll probably see you after the feeding's been done. There's some complications here that I have to make sure that Chili gets something that he likes, the little blind guy. I have to try and make sure Jojo gets something that he likes. Jojo, eat it, son. Come on. This grey thing is a monster. Jojo! Jojo! Oh. There's very little I can do, really. I don't have separate areas to feed them all in. I can't even get to the sides because some of them will only eat there, so I can't open the food cupboard while they're eating in front of it. He's just waiting there for biscuits that will never appear. Max at least has been fed. He's one of the difficult ones that I've got to look after. He'll only eat there. I think I mentioned that before. It's quite lucky really that maybe around 7 o'clock George will whistle again and they'll run over there and be topped up. So those who don't receive anything right now, there's food everywhere, but they won't eat it from locations that they're not happy with. It's just a nightmare. I can't tell you just how much of a nightmare it is. It drives me to absolute distraction. I think he'll only eat there. There's a whole bunch. You okay, boy? What's up with him? There's a whole bunch of them down here too. I put food in here. Hey Sophie. So I put 3 plates of food in there. That's where Casper used to live. Casper wasn't happy with the food, so I don't know what I can do. I try them with various things, but they're so fussy. They're not actually hungry, that's the problem. And he is going round to the front of the workshop to break in and steal Marengo's food. Let's just head him off at the pass. He'll come through that hole in the door. Oh, I can't get him. There he goes. Look at him. He wouldn't think he could get through there, but he does. Have you finished anyway, Rengo? Haha. Good. Rengo ate everything. You just have to go back and eat the food I gave you, you little grey monkey. You're not skinny, I can tell you that. So he comes through that hole every meal time, because Marengo will only eat on his own. I know it's kind of special treatment and we shouldn't have special treatment. These have been fed. Tina fed all the enclosures before she went to the airport to pick up some celebrity or other who's at Tina's work tonight. So at least Rango's had something. Jojo's not getting any of that. Oh, Joe. They don't care. They don't care about sick individuals, they just care about their own stomachs. Looky, are you mad? They are, they're idiots. Come on, Ring. Come on, boy. Now he'll stand and do the yoga in the doorway. No, he probably needs to look. Come on, grey monster. No fighting. So it's lovely and cool here, comparatively. The breeze generally goes this direction, with the way the flag's going. So we catch it at night. In the evening, rather. Around about 8 o'clock it goes totally still again. And it gets unbearably hot. But right now, 5:30 till 6:30, 7 o'clock, there's a fairly healthy breeze. And it brings some relief. I hate doing this. I really, really hate doing this. It used to be quite fun, but it's not anymore. It's not anymore. Now I have to take Jojo into the bathroom and give him something. It's the only place I think where I can close the door. Tina's working on an office for the middle bedroom, but it's nowhere near complete. And it's just ram-packed full of junk. Almost as much as what's in there. Right guys, I need to get on with it, so I just want to kind of show you what it's like and the chaos. She hasn't had anything because she'll only eat from the tray on the floor. Amber. I can't change her, I can't make her do anything else. And I've been warned within an inch of my life not to put any cat food on the floor because Lucky the dog's on a diet. He's been ill. He's been very sick. In fact, he was run over first of all, then he became very sick, probably as a result of that. And he got fat. Consequently, he was eating to make himself happy. And he's on a special diet now, so if he eats the cat food, the chances are he could actually drop dead. So I have to make sure I keep all the food away from them. And it's a real chore. I'll make sure Amber gets something later on. When they all go to George's, if they go to George's again tonight, I'll pick up the slack on the ones who didn't get much. That's Jojo's stance these days. He's a lovely boy, and Jojo, you kind of sleep standing up, don't you, baby? Yeah. Time's getting short for Jojo now. I know I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, but he's exceeded my expectations. I gave him a week to 10 days. Now that was about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and he's managed to survive a little bit longer than that. But I don't know that he's happy. Anyway guys, I really got to get on and try and make sense of all this. Thanks very much for watching if you got this far. It's a pleasure to have your viewership. Cheers now, bye.